So I've already tried a billion times to make this pretty concise or, like one linear path. And this would be just like a video that does this, this, and this. But no matter what I do, I feel like I continually do not understand how to make things linear. So I'm just gonna give up on that portion, and I'm just gonna try to talk to you guys like I would another person. Hopefully things turn out well. If it doesn't, I'll just edit it more or something, or keep creating stuff. So I've actually quit my job. So for life updates, I've quit my job. I am in a IOP program. I'm still deciding on everything in life. But I do feel like I have valuable experience to share, and I'm gonna try my best to upload as much as possible, explaining stuff throughout my life and how I've learned from them. Obviously, I will have some very emotional videos like the last time where I just kind of was upset, and I actually did delete my YouTube for like a day or two. I think it was 2 days because I got freaked out. Someone actually left me a really nice note about surviving, and it made me realize, yeah, there were like it wasn't even that much. It was just like one comment and one it was two comments from one person, and I had like 13 views on that video. But it still kind of freaked me out because it's really hard to be vulnerable. I'm literally using my actual face. Anyone on the internet can find me. But I think the people that hopefully will find me and the ones who will engage in stuff are the people who I want to know about all this stuff and who also goes through the same struggles. So, let's just get started on the most recent topic of mine. I'm kind of a little bit annoyed that there's like stuff here, so I'm gonna try to block it, or maybe I'll just like this. Okay. Obviously, there's stuff up here too. Okay. Well, if you're video recording, you get really self-conscious about these kind of stuff. So, but you know what? I saw a video on marketing for Selena Gomez, and they were like, look, there's like a mess right there. Do you think like her marketing team would actually let her like have a mess over there? Like, they're obviously doing it so that she can be like more authentic. And I was like, when I was watching that video, I was so confused because like obviously Selena Gomez has a marketing team, and obviously they would like, let her go through some stuff and like kind of plan what to do. But like, I think the reason why my hero, is doing so well is because she actually will just say her thoughts, and like her marketing team would just like do whatever she wants. So yeah, I could be a little bit messy. Obviously, I'm not gonna be like crazy, like it's gonna be distracting. Well, maybe it might be distracting anyways. Okay, so let's get started. It is kind of getting cold, so maybe I should sit in my bed so I don't get distracted more. But I do like my desk, so we'll have to see. Just because this fan thing is like super hard to do. I keep like it, no matter what I do, it's either too hot or too cold. Like there's like so many options. Like, how does anyone figure out? I don't know. I guess it's okay to sweat a little. I just sweat a little. Don't. I'll survive. I will survive. I will survive. Okay. Well, now that our intro has taken up a few, less than 5 minutes, doing good. Okay. So, the reason why I wanted to take a video on cancer specifically was because I think it's gonna be a big thing, a big topic. The reason why I say that is because I personally have had people with cancer, and I said this in my previous failed video, but a lot of people, it's one of those things where, like depression, it's one of those things where you try to have it explained to you. You know what it's about. You know about it. But unless you personally experience it, or personally see someone experience it, or are close to someone experiencing it, it is it's actually very, very hard to understand and know and try to support. And there are a lot of books and resources out there. I'm definitely not a medical professional. I definitely need to tell you guys about my background in the next video. But I think I've earned or went through enough experiences so that I do have some knowledge of what cancer is like and personal experiences of cancer. So I just want to go into teaching mode a little bit. Teaching mode is like just explaining stuff, like the science behind it, like the rates or whatever. So if you're a kid, hopefully this makes sense to you, even if you're not a kid. But the idea of teaching is you should be able to explain it to most people. And let me try explaining it to, let's just say, like a elementary school student or like a high school student. So you're pretty sick. That's the elementary school version. The bio version is your immune system, which is one of the things that makes your body healthy. It fights off infection and bacteria or whatever else. It does not work properly. Usually your immune system fights off like the flu or like the bacteria and stuff like that. It fights all that stuff away. But in the case of cancer, your own body is the one that's sick, and your immune system doesn't realize that your body is malfunctioning. And so there's this thing called tumors. When you have cancer, they will have tumors, and sometimes they'll grow. There are some that are good and some that are bad. The good ones will not grow too fast. The bad ones are the ones we were worried about, because those are not good for us. Talking about cancer makes me realize I really don't know too much of the science behind cancer. So I'm gonna leave those medical definitions maybe for another day, or maybe you could just like look it up. I'll definitely try to make a video about how to look things up. But let's just go through my list of people who have had cancer. Let's go maybe when I was like baby. So my papa, which is my mom's mom, she actually had cancer, but I did not know she had cancer. So in there's a movie called, I actually looked this up. There's a movie called The Farewell, and Awkwafina is in it. The reason why I bring that up is because in that movie I watched with my family and my aunt. My aunt confessed to us after, your papa, my grandma, I'll just say papa for now, but my grandma actually did get diagnosed with like breast cancer or something. And the story of how she died is pretty sad, so I'll leave that for another day. But my aunt didn't tell my grandma she had cancer. It's getting treatment for cancer is really, really hard. And from what I've like watched and learned, going through chemo is very painful. The reason why I know this is because my boyfriend has chemo. He's had had cancer for a while, and he's still fighting it. My aunt, my aunt on my mom's side, also got cancer, ovarian cancer, and my friend from college also got cancer. And I watched the movie, a few clips. TikTok is very addicting with knowing what clips to send me and what dramas to have me get into, but one is called The Big C. And I really recommend the clips that I've watched and the farewell, because those books resources will like kind of personalize the journey for you. In the farewell, yeah, I'm not gonna talk about the farewell, but yep.